Well, it happened. I tried to create something in MCreator that I just couldn't get to work. What happened, you might ask? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. Welcome to UserBrick's channel. So, what happened exactly? Well, to start, I tried to make a mod that reintroduced the quiver Jeb had made and then scrapped. Except I wanted to create it in MCreator. So I started with the workspace and added a few quivers, matching the vanilla upgrade system, of course, of leather, iron, gold, diamond, and finally netherite. I will talk about netherite a little later. Then I went on to creating some slots that appear in the main inventory, and well, that's where things went wrong. I had been wanting to have different amounts of slots for each quiver type, but I could only get one working. As soon as I added multiple, my code just fell apart. When the player picked up an arrow, it wouldn't go into the correct slots, there was arrow duplication, and when the bow was fired, it wouldn't search all the slots correctly, and it was a nightmare. So I tried a new approach. Instead of adding the slots to the player, I added it to the quiver. This too ended in failure. I even tried to use an API called Curios to help me out with it just a bit. I couldn't get it to work either. I got a bit frustrated at this point, as I had spent what felt like quite a few days on all this, but I'm not one to get deterred, and I didn't give up, at least on the mod. I changed to pure coding the mod, which I had only done a few times before. If you don't know what that is, that's just entirely coding it, not using MCreator at all. And I did it in a new IDE called IntelliJ. Previously, I had only used Eclipse for pure coding mods, but I found that IntelliJ was far easier to use and is integrated with the process of modding far more. So I started by looking at my mod idea and seeing what other mods were out there that did similar things. I changed a few things to it, one of them being I put the slot count down to 2, one for the quiver and the other for arrows. I did this using the Curios API, and these show up in the Curios inventory instead of the player's one, as it just makes sense. I'm using the Curios API to create them anyway. And they act as a way to select what arrows you want to use first, instead of just inventory space for arrows. This is similar to a few mods out there, but in my opinion, it is overall the better way, as you don't have to use the offhand slot. I also changed the idea of the mod to encompass more than just quivers. I added arrows and gauntlets too. Why gauntlets, you might ask? Well, I had in mind to revive another mod I had pure coded for 1.14. This mod was never published, and I was never fully happy with it. But now I had more knowledge of code and Minecraft than before, so I made them, added a new knockback resistance enchantment, and added support for punch and knockback to the gauntlets. Punch replacing sharpness for them, of course. I had also fixed a major issue I had come across with my last gauntlet attempt, and this was that the enchantment glint was not working, and also I couldn't get the gauntlets to be damaged when the player hit a mob. I fixed the damage on my own, and that was really, it felt really great. And I also had to update the version of Curios, as they had implemented a way of just automatically putting glint on your model texture. So awesome. So with that, I am finally able to present the first version of Extended Combat for 1.15, of course. Available now on CurseForge. A link is in the description, of course. So let's review what's in the mod a little bit. There is a quiver that you can use to unlock an arrows slot. This is all done in the Curios inventory. There are also more types of arrows that do more damage. These include iron, tipped iron, diamond, tipped diamond, netherite, and tipped netherite. And finally, there are 4 types of gauntlets: leather, iron, gold, and diamond. Netherite will come for them when I update to 1.16. Speaking of netherite, since this mod is in 1.15, the netherite versions of things aren't obtainable in this current version. They're there, but not attainable. They are there more for me to easily update to 1.16 than you to actually use them. However, there are a few mods out there that backport the 1.16 update to 1.15, so if you want me to add support there, I might, although I'm planning to update to 1.16 pretty quickly and dropping support for 1.15. I also hope to add more bows to this mod. As I have added arrows, why not? I will do that once 1.16 update is done, and I will definitely add more than just that in the future. But what exactly? I don't know. Also, I need some better gauntlet textures. And who better to ask than the community? So if you have any ideas for new things to add or want to submit your gauntlet textures, please leave a comment or head over to my Discord to post your texture. I will also be posting updates for the rest of my mods there too, so check it out. With that, my friends, this has been the User of Bricks. I'll see you next time.